Hey YouTubers, Eastern News Finance host about Mike. What is good? I'm not going to stay long because I had a long weekend so far. Today is the 5th of September, Sunday. I'm going to Columbus in the next couple of hours. I already broke almost 24 hours already. Friday I did a garage sale. Friday was Isaiah's birthday as well, so I definitely took care of that. I had to buy him a new pair of sneakers. My daughter came back home. Very happy. She came back home from Georgia. She's back up here now. She tried down there. It didn't work out for her. And she's back home. You know what I mean? She already, went back to work. And, she got her degree. Just great. Just great to have all three kids in the house under the same roof again until everybody's established perfectly. You know what I mean? Outside of that, I went to the flea market on the 4th, which was Saturday, which was yesterday, which is just a couple of hours ago. Not a good day. I was very successful on Friday doing a garage sale on my own property in front of my house. And I had to pay $105 for the spot yesterday, aka a couple of hours, well, more than a couple of hours ago at the Meadowlands. I was just better off, going there in the morning, looking around. Probably would have got some stuff that I was told I missed out on. And then I could have just came into a garage sale again. It probably would have been as successful as Friday, or maybe it would have been, who knows. But I think I would have definitely made more money doing another garage sale than I did at the Meadowlands. But one can never know, and, at the end of the day, I made enough money to take care of stuff I need to take care of. So I didn't get much. I got a little bin about yay big, a clear bin about yay big and about yay wide, with some miscellaneous Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle parts, along with a lot of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle accessories, including a turtle van. The turtle van is not complete. It does have the roof and a shell, but it is missing some other stuff to complete it. But still, no, I paid $40 for the bin. The guy's like, listen, I know some of these weapons go from anywhere from a couple dollars to maybe $10 a weapon. I couldn't argue with him. Older white dude, and I'm not the kind of person that tries hitting people in the head. I thought $40. I mean, he had a lot of. It was for what it was. Hey, it is what it is. So I paid him the $40. It wasn't gonna kill me. And then a guy I know named Dominic. He's kind of pricey when it comes to his stuff. Well, actually, he is, but he knows what he's selling. He sells it. He makes money, so it works for him. What he can get away with selling, I could never dream of it. So at the end of the day, can't hate the player or hate the game because, I'm part of the game. And, he sold me this. Let me get to it. Because I want this video to be quick because I have to get ready to get up. Or, I have to get ready to go to the market, to Columbus. Because I'm going to Columbus today in a couple of hours. And I just left Eddie. Yes, Eddie just came back from Florida a few days ago. And he was basically taking care of some stuff, and I was keeping him company. And I got a piece that's in a certain G.I. Joe cartoon. I'm gonna get to that in a second. So I did get this. He had a price that $50. I got it for $10 less. I like it. It's pretty cool. It's Storm Shadow, Snake Eyes, and a red Ninja Viper. They should have said Red Ninja. They don't have to say Red Ninja Viper. But, I got it because it had that old classic look. I didn't really go and see exactly. I mean, the packaging is not in the best condition, but neither is it in the worst. So, I did get this and that. That's all I got today at the yesterday at the Meadowlands. I heard I missed out on a lot of video game stuff. It is what it is. What are you going to do? You know what I'm saying? So, outside of that, like I said, I met up with Eddie, and before he left for Florida, like a day or two before he left, I already put aside some things so I can look at it and work a price out. I did get 2 of those items, 4 of those items. And I went to his other storage unit because he no longer has the place in what part of Jersey was that? I forgot, but it's like between Clifton and Lodi. But I went to his Lodi one, and we were there for hours because he has where he could be there 24 hours and after hours, whatever. So I did get some stuff from him. He did have a Night Raven box. Box is not in the best condition, but I told him I'll take boxes nevertheless. And you know, his boxes, you know, I paid for this box. So I did get a Night Raven box from him. So yeah, I'll probably wind up taping that up one of these days, and after I wipe it down and everything. So I got that from him this evening. I also got this. I got another one of these helicopters. I try to hang this helicopter up, but I have to figure out how to take this apart because this piece came out, I guess, from the weight of me trying to hang it from the ceiling from here. The other one popped out, but I wanted to get two anyway. And I promised myself, I mean, this thing is beautiful. So I promised myself I was going to get another one of these from him, which I basically just got right now. So this is really, really badass, man. This is real cool. So this is the second one I got. The other one I still haven't hung yet because I have to figure out a way to take this thing apart so I can open it up and put the blade back in it. And then I have to figure out another way or I have to figure out where to hang both of them from the ceiling. You know, these are really, really nice. So I did get this from him. This is one of the things that we agreed on that I wanted. Along with this, I'm trying to get a lot of the G.I. Joe vehicles. This is a Mortal Kombat vehicle, and this is complete. Actually, I think it's missing two or three missiles, because I know the one that comes with Sagat only comes with 2 missiles and stuff like that. So this may be missing a couple, or maybe it's not. I'm not too sure. But this is the Mortal Kombat it's called the Dragon MK1. So he said it is expensive. I trust him, so I didn't have to go into all that. But it's pretty cool, so I grabbed it. And then I got these bad boys as well. The Skyhawk instructions. I think I already have Skyhawk instructions or blueprints, whatever you want to call it, and the Cobra surveillance port. So I've gotten a lot of blueprints from him. He did have a ton of G.I. Joe file cards. We didn't work a price out for it, but he said he do want to put the file cards, because he got some pretty decent file cards for a lot of figures I have, and those are expensive figures, and those file cards do help those figures go up in value. Well, it's already 2 o'clock, and I want to try to be on the road by 3 so I can get there for 4. Or maybe a little earlier, because I have to play that zigzag line, and I'm not gonna. Only way I'll get there, I mean, I could probably get there now, and there'll probably still be people online. So I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I don't know. So I'll figure that out when I get there. Because it's gonna be a crazy line, and it's gonna be zigzagged and all that jibber jabber. But whatever. Outside of that, these are some pieces that he was telling me about that somebody got commissioned. Some of you guys may have seen this. This is actually from one of the G.I. Joe Real American Hero episodes. It is from The Revenge of Cobra Part 3. I don't know if it's The Revenge of Cobra Island. No, it's not. It's just Revenge of Cobra Part 3. And I don't remember if the Cobra Commander said release the Sentinel. I can't remember, but I do remember that particular part. I went back and watched it a little bit before I did this video, just to get a update, because I don't want you guys thinking that I know every aspect of G.I. Joe. I mean, I'm a huge G.I. Joe fanatic, even more so than things that got me into this, into doing YouTube and whatnot. I just don't speak about it often because I done went back and forth with so many collectibles and collections over the years. But this piece here is called Steel Kaiju. Or best way to look at it is just type in Cobra Steel Kaiju. That's Cobra. You guys know how to spell Cobra. C-O-B-R-A. Steel is S-T-E-E-L. And then Kaiju is K-A-I-J-U. So that's basically how you would spell it. If you want to look it up and see what it's going for on eBay. They were going for a little bit more. Now they're around $350. I don't know if they're limited to a couple of thousand or under 1,000. I just know that they are limited when you consider the fact that they're not mass produced like that, and it is something for that particular collector that that's looking, and I don't know. I do think they should have made the other thing to go along with him, like that the guard, like the Egyptian guard, that big rock guy that the Sentinel fought at the end. I mean, it got to the point where they became their own demise because they start battling with each other instead of going after the G.I. Joe intruders, so to speak. But anyway, just to give you guys a heads up on it, here it is. This is pretty nice. It's a vinyl piece. It's basically like a big pop figure. It's kind of like a big pop figure for those who probably don't know what this is or whatnot. It doesn't say G.I. Joe on it. It doesn't even really have any resemblance of G.I. Joe unless you watch the G.I. Joe cartoon. Not everybody would know about this particular piece. But if you watch The Revenge of Cobra Part 3, going toward like 17, once you get around 17 minutes and 15 seconds of that episode or something like that, you would see it. Gung Ho and I forgot how many other Joes was in like a pyramid and something like that, and they were battling this big Egyptian type rock thing, and the Sentinel, they basically intercepted each other. Well, anyway, just watch it, you see, and that's basically where this comes from. Right here in the back of it, it says Steel Kaiju, features wrist swivel, hinged jaw, which means that his jaw opens and closes, arm rotation, 2 bonus hands, and wrist twist. So in other words, right around where the shoulder meets the arm, it twists. And then where the wrist, the hand and the wrist, that also twists. But there is like no elbow/bicep articulation. There's also no leg articulation, but it's balanced very well. It's kind of heavy and solid in the legs, and then you got the arms that are hollow, and the body as well. But it's proportioned perfectly to where it can stand, and you can put a 3" you can put a 3 3/4 G.I. Joe, vintage or 25th anniversary G.I. Joe in his hand, and he comes with 2 extra hands, 2 like chopping hands and whatnot. And it is 20 feet. It's 20 feet. It's 20 inches tall, which is almost equivalent to being over 30 feet taller than a G.I. Joe. I mean, basically, this is kind of like the actual size of what the G.I. Joe figure would be versus the height of this, which is almost similar to the comparison to the cartoon. They really didn't concentrate too much on this in that cartoon, so that's why I was iffy to buy more. Because it's like, just for one episode and a couple of brief scenes, is it really worth somebody really wanting it? But this person did commission this from China, and they they shipped out a lot. It was like a nice assembly, but they're very limited and very numbered. And I got one right here in the front. If you notice, it has just like World War II type figures. I guess for copyright reasons and whatnot, they didn't want it to have any inspiration it didn't want to be linked to G.I. Joe whatsoever. But again, anybody who knows this thing know where it's from. And again, it is vinyl. It is very, very nice. Very, very nice. The hood is actually red with right here being blue, just like on the hood on the outer side. The head, the tongue is actually silver. The teeth aren't sharp it's not long or sharp like this, which it should have been. The arms are black with silver, just like the legs. It's pretty straightforward when you think about it. It doesn't have an articulation like G.I. Joe's, like I said. Oh yeah, and the waist moves too. So the waist move, where the arms meet the shoulders, those swivel in and out, just like the wrist at the hands do. But there are no elbow/bicep movement or leg movement. Only movement to the legs is being able to twist the hip and make the legs do a complete 180. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think the head moves. It doesn't tilt or move neither, if I'm not mistaken. But it is a beautiful piece for those who remember that episode of Revenge of Cobra Part 3. Again, me personally, I probably wouldn't have got this commissioned. Just on the retrospect, that it's like, okay, is it really worth, just for one episode and a couple of scenes, is it really worth, I don't know, but there are people out there that, you know, hey, I want this and that. But I think there's a lot more important other things that they could have done or somebody else could have commissioned, like that big, beautiful-ass Cobra plane that they have. You know what I mean? Like, that could have just been a playset. It could have been like a 3 or 4 foot long playset. It didn't have to be a whole plane. It could have just been the face of the plane with like a bay where you could put, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it could have been a lot. I mean, there's a lot of ideas from a lot of the G.I. Joe Real American Heroes from the 80s cartoon where they could have commissioned more pieces that was a lot more important and had a lot more relevance than this particular piece. But I do remember this episode, though. And I actually did like the episode. But again, they could have, you know, they didn't have to make this 20 inches. They could have made it 10 or even 15. And they could have added both of them. Like, they could have added this with the other rock guys since they basically fought each other in that particular episode. But, you know, whatever, to each his own. People out there are buying these. You know, people do remember that episode, and they are buying these. So, I'm taking one to Columbus tomorrow. This one is mine. So, if the other ones sell, if it does sell and I make money on it, I'll probably buy a couple more from Eddie. Because Eddie's got a whole bunch of them. And he sold a lot. And I think, you know, hopefully he got a lot more that he's supposed to be selling to somebody tomorrow. So, hopefully that'll work out for him. And then if so, he'll have less, but he'll still have, I think, over 20 left. They're not cheap, but they're not crazy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what is cheap? What is expensive when it comes to something you want? I mean, you know, somebody commissioned this and people are buying them, so evidently that means that people like it and they want them. So, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, peace out, you guys. I gotta get ready to hop in the shower and get ready to hop back on the road, man. I just got in like just around 1 something. I just got in from his storage facility, which is in Clifton, which is right off the Garden State, which I could just come out, make that right, make the next right, veering back on to Garden State going south. And I'm off at 3 exits, which is like literally like 5 minutes. And then I'm another 6 blocks, I'm at my house. You know what I'm saying? From that storage facility. The Lodi, I'm a lot further. I'm about 25 or so minutes. But anyway, peace, love, and hair grease to everybody, man. Stay up, stay collecting. Please like, sub, share, and subscribe. Peace.